Good morning. My name's Ellisa Cooper, and this is Cooking in Quarantine. So after a week of madness, I've made the decision. Hello, Phil. After the week of madness that last week was with the pipe, the kitchen, the dressing room, the everything, I've realized I needed a day to kind of catch things up. So I've made 2 trips to the grocery store today. I have a sink full of flowers that are waiting. All of my vases here are washed and ready to go with flowers. I spent some time this morning menu planning, and I realized that after doing several days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of sandwiches, that I thought that maybe it would be great to follow up with a few days of salads. So I got up this morning and I did a little research online, and I found a colorful beet salad with carrot, quinoa, and spinach. Yum. I found another quinoa chickpea sweet potato salad with a curry tahini dressing, and a healthy taco salad that mimics the ground beef by using, my favorites, the mushroom. So I got all my stuff together for all of this, and I'm very excited about the next couple of days. I was going to, if I'd gotten everything together, I was going to make a pasta salad with corn and mozzarella and a little of that wonderful mint pesto that I still have in the fridge, and kind of try to drive home the fact that if you have some of these things just laying around and prepared all the time. Last night I realized that I had been drinking my dinner and that I very much needed to have a little sustenance before I went to bed. So I had a little box of ravioli from Trader Joe's. I boiled them up in the leftover stock water from poaching my chicken yesterday. I had 1 teaspoon of roasted garlic and 1 teaspoon of basil pesto that I made. Just laid those wet noodles wet ravioli right on top of there, tossed them around. It was out of this world. I don't even know what to say. Maybe I was drunk and hungry, but it was out of this world. It was drunk and hungry out of this world. So there's that. So these are the things that I have going on in the next few days. But right now, I have a few other things to do, like to continue unloading the groceries. And then I also had a little issue that those of you who are up here in the Northeast, you know that it has been unbelievably cold and gray and gloomy. And you might remember that in the early days of Cooking in Quarantine, I took a drive out to a nursery in Brooklyn to get starters for my summer herb garden. Well, sadly, some of them have died. So, and I blame it entirely on the cold and the gloomy and the wet, and partially on the fact that only later today will my windows actually be cleaned and sunlight can actually come through them. So there's that. And I'm going to, now, I was able to do this today. This is very exciting also. I got these 2 big, beautiful, healthy as can be, nice basil plants because things have come back. You can't believe you can smell it. And then, now even though I do have some really nice mint growing in here, 2 kinds, I found this morning something called orange mint, which is amazing. And then I also got some good old Kentucky Colonel spearmint, and I thought, what in the world, how can I pass that up? So guys, that's what my day looks like. So by the time this day is over, I should have clean windows. You have no idea how much clean windows make me happy. I'm gonna have new and exciting things growing in pots. I'm going to have tons and tons and tons of pink flowers all over my house. And the larder will be filled and organized. and all that. So sorry for the no cooking, but what I am going to do is this. I'm going to reach here in my fridge, and I'm going to remind you that I have some delicious, delicious, delicious chicken salad left right here. And I'm going to make myself a little Trader Joe's demi baguette and this, and that's going to be my lunch. I might pinch a little something and put on it, a lot of crispy, pretty lettuce. So I know that this is a short and abbreviated cooking in quarantine. Hello, Brian. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Sale. Hello, Mike. Hello, Phil. Hello, Barbara. So thank you all for coming by today, but I'd be happy to arrange flowers while you watch, but you don't have to. So don't think you're going to learn anything much today, because I've got to get things tidied up and organized. Nothing makes me happier than when I've dusted and there's flowers in all the vases. And I love these little Austromarius lilies because they last so long. And then they were having a big old sale on tulips today at Whole Foods. So if anybody's in the city, tulips at Whole Foods today are $5 a bunch. So I'm thinking maybe you might want to go to Whole Foods and stock up, because that's my happy flower for sure. So I'm going to I always keep flowers, at least I try to keep flowers on my bedside table. Nothing is more joy-inducing to me. And then a few other vases of flowers around the house is always a good thing. Sometimes I get so out of control that I'll put them in the dressing room, in the bathroom, and everything. So I got a little plant food here. So we'll feed these babies. And let's see, pardon my arm and my reach. Anybody else going on? Thank you for watching. So anyway, here we go. I realized that I really, really need larger bedside tables, because I almost always have my phone, my iPad, a glass of water, sometimes a wine glass, a box of Kleenex, my melatonin container. I mean, it's out of control, all the stuff that might be on my bedside table. So I really need more space, but what's a girl to do, right? So here we go. Now let's see how this is going to be for. Do I want to split these up, or do I want to make them really big and fat? No reason to not make them big and fat, right? Let's do it. So how tall are these? Perfect, right where the leaves start. So I'll give these a cut off here. Boom. And pick some leaves off, because you know it's the leaves in the water that causes your water to get skanky fast. So those low leaves, I'm just going to pull those off. Here we go. My gentleman friend, who you've heard me refer to as Big Daddy in the past, is generally my supplier when it comes to flowers. He loves to walk in with the biggest bouquet of flowers he can find. And so then I will take those big bouquets. Well, shoot, that really needs to be 2 bouquets, needs to have 2 in there. So that may not work the way I really wanted it to, except to make them shorter, and then they won't spread so far. Let's try it again. Let's see. And so he'll bring me these mixed bouquets, and then I will make them go. There we go. That's prettier. Perfect, right? A little joy. Pardon me while I've set the joy aside. And so I, of course, am obsessive compulsive, and I can't abide pink flowers and purple flowers and green things and red things, and so I break them down into thousands of little vases all over the house. That's one of my favorite little trick things to do when you get a lot of flowers in the house. Make a yellow arrangement and a pink arrangement and a red arrangement and an orange arrangement and all that. So here we go. Now let's see. I'm going to cut these. How much did I cut off of this one in the end? There. So let's start with where we cut the first time. And then I'll find a shorter one if I can, and I'll give it the second cut. Just so I keep them about the same. There we go. And leaves, 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 leaves. Perfect. More leaves? Nope, no more leaves. And there we go. Perfect. Almost perfect. It's a little heavy on one side, so now they're about to fall right. There, that seems fun and fresh and frolicky. And when I get them actually on the table, I'll arrange them a little bit better just when they get in situ. I look terrible this morning. Y'all are really nice to look at me. Oh, yeah. All right. Now for the best part. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can get 2 vases out of this, out of all these, because I love watching how they grow, continue to grow and reach for the sun. And I turn them constantly to keep challenging them and make them turn and grow the other direction. And I just love tulips. There's nothing to me that's quite as beautiful as when you see all the rows and rows and rows of tulips in the fields and the aerial shots over the Netherlands. And let's see, how tall are you? That's probably just about right. And that's just standing right there. Hello, Carrie Lynn. How's everything out there in Pennsylvania? You guys cooking up a storm, I assume. You want to see somebody, you guys should check out Carrie Lynn. She cooks like a monster every day, and I mean that with all love and respect. She is fantastic. Oh, good. This is going to be lots of flowers. Maybe we even get, do we want to have 2 really full ones? I think so. I think 2 really full ones rather than 3 partially full ones is the way to go. Yes, they do. Osramarias are great, and they do. But fresh flowers, my mother has always said that if she lived here in New York, she would have gone broke just keeping flowers in the house. She said she wouldn't have been able to walk by anybody. And I'm like, you would learn that you only want to pick them up on Fridays and certain days of the week. So I probably didn't do the best, but I did buy them at Whole Foods rather than from, the people on the side of the street. So that's that's a step in the right direction. I haven't even checked to see, though, if the flower district has reopened yet. There are some things that have started to open. I noticed today a couple of different dry cleaners and laundries that had closed over the last few weeks have started to reopen. More and more restaurants are open. What am I trying to say? Places like the coffee shop up the street has opened. And so it's nice to see a few more faces around the neighborhood. It's not feeling quite so, just absolutely abysmal, scary, lonely, whatever. So it's nice that things are seemingly getting back to normal here, within reason. Certainly not, we don't have scores of people jostling through the streets, but it's a little bit more active. And again, like I said, it's not been such abysmal weather these last few weeks or these last few days. And so I think people have just kind of come out. I know a lot of people in my building who, went to their country house or their parents' house are starting to turn back up in the building. So a little more going on in the hallways and keep catching up with people in the elevators. So that's lovely. It seems I didn't watch the mayor or the governor this morning, but I'm hopeful that we still have some good news going on. I'll be right back. Just putting some flowers where I can put some flowers away. And so there we go, guys. I think I have one more of these little food thingies. I thought I had one more. Oh, I guess I only had the 2. Oh, well. So we'll see if which batch of flowers lasts longer. Hello, Kim. Hello, Meredith. Meredith, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about your pussycat. It's somebody that's been with you for 20 years. It's really a long time to lose somebody, so I'm sorry about that. And let's see here. So that's about this. I'm just going to give these a little trim. I always trim these pretty much every day because, you know, they grow so much every day that I'll just come back and give them a little trim. It keeps them fresh, and I don't know if it's right or not, but I feel like it makes them last longer. So, and you know, these guys are all going to grow, keep growing and grow on their own terms. So they don't need anything from you except a little water. Keep it clean, boys and girls, and everything will be fine. So now I'm just going to wait for them to do their thing. Do the little dance of the tulips. I can't wait. So guys, you don't need to watch me dig in the dirt, and you don't need to watch me put up the groceries, but I always thank you for stopping by, and maybe when everything's all tidied up, I'll post a picture of how nice everything looks. Mwah. So you guys, you do this for you today too. Straighten up your closets, straighten up your bins, put fresh flowers on all the flat surfaces in your house. Open up the drapes, let the sun shine in. Go out, let some sun get on your face. Let you feel good, right? Just feel good. I'm wearing my Le Grand Dame Veuve Clicquot scarf that I've had for years and years and years today. It's just the thing I needed to pull it all together. Not that I drink Veuve Clicquot very often. But anyway, guys, go take care of yourselves. Do something nice for yourself. Get lots of exercise and drink up the sunshine. And I'll see you back here tomorrow when we're going to make some kind of fabulous salad once I sort through all this tomfoolery. Love y'all. Ciao.